folks, it is year 5 and this is my final year of the Colorado Trail. I'm here at Molas Pass, which is the start of segment 25. I'll be hiking about 75 miles all the way into Durango, finishing up all the segments of the trail, and I just can't wait to conquer these remaining sections and see what else the Colorado Trail has to offer. Before I head out on the trail, I just want to give a shout out to my wife. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be able to do this. So for 5 years now, she has taken me to the trailhead where I start, and the next week she's come back and picked me up. And so this is our final year. This is the 5th year where I'll finish the Durango Trail. So just a big shout out to my lovely wife, Nancy, and just thank you for, taking me and dropping me off on the trail. Day 1, we're about a half a mile into the trail, but I thought I would just give you kind of a little agenda update for today. Right now I'm here at that's Little Molas. Molas is what my southern accent wants me to say, but I think it's Molas Pass. And today is not going to be a big day at all. We only have 5 miles to hike in, so we didn't get off to an early start. No need to. I'll probably be at camp a little after lunchtime, and then just kind of rest the remaining part of the day. And that's just how it worked out for the miles I needed to hike and for when Nancy needs to come back and pick me up. It is great being back out here on the Colorado Trail after a year. Such a beautiful area between Silverton and Durango. And the beginning of this hike has it's been spectacular. And I'm not even 2 miles in. Sorry for the breathing. I'm going up a little bit of an incline here, but yeah, this is fantastic. Looking forward to this week. Looking forward to finishing out my through hike of the Colorado Trail. It has been an amazing journey, and I look to talk more about it on the trip this week. So there is Little Molas Lake, and right there actually is where segment 24 came from. So there's that little valley you dip down, and then there's a little valley, and then I cut back there, and that's where you go straight back up. But that's where segment 24 comes through, ends right there at Molas Pass. It's cool looking back to where you have been, especially on beautiful views like this. Beautiful day today. We have some clouds coming in. There was a slight chance of rain, but so far, beautiful day. I'm about 3 miles into the trail, and I think I have finally reached the top of that ridge at a little over 3 miles. And it's a pretty good climb. I think I climbed over 1,000 feet, maybe 1,200 feet. I didn't check the exact ascent that I needed. Sometimes I don't like to look at what the ascent is and just kind of, hit the trail as it comes. I do my planning like beforehand, so I kind of know what I'm getting into. But sometimes I just want to kind of experience whatever's going to come up or down that day, and just deal with it when I get there. But it's not a bad ascent. It's pretty slow, easy, gentle grade. It is a constant up, a few switchbacks, and it's no problem at all. But I believe I'm at the top of the ridge, because it looks like I'm about to head down into another valley, or at least it flattens out a little bit. And yeah, beautiful day. A lot of clouds and wind, but so far so good. One thing to keep in mind about this trail, mountain bikers love it. kind of knew that doing some of my research on segment 25, and I saw that there was a lot of mountain biking videos. So this is a popular mountain biking trail. They are allowed. I mean, I'm only not even 2 hours in, and I've probably seen 10, 12 mountain bikers. So just keep that in mind, that they'll be rolling through from time to time. I think I found my camping spot for the night. Just had a little bit of a hitch in the plan, not much. I wasn't reading my guidebook as closely as I was. So at 6.1, you cross over the Lime Creek, and the comments say there's a great campsite. And I checked the satellite imagery, and it looked like there was woods and forest there. And there were, just not at that campsite. It was kind of a open campsite with these amazing views, but that didn't work for me in a hammock. So I had to backtrack about maybe 3/10 of a mile. Not too bad. But now I did find a good campsite. I went ahead and got water at Lime Creek for tonight and tomorrow morning. So I am all set for water. That's why I carry my 3-liter little water jug. So in case I'm not exactly on, my campsite isn't on water, I can have water for a couple meals. But yeah, this is my campsite. Got some good tree protection. Even looks like I have a good open view over here. I'll show you that here in a minute. But there's some menacing clouds. I don't think it's gonna rain, but I'm gonna go ahead and get my tarp and hammock set up just in case it does. And then I'll show you around camp. Camp is set up, and this trip I'm carrying the Dutch Bing. I'll get you a better look at it later. But I brought my bridge hammock because I just wanted a good night's sleep. But this is my view for the day. So for dinner tonight, day one, we have a little pad thai, which is pretty good. I like it. You add some peanuts and peanut butter to it after it heats up. It's got a nice little kick to it, but just having a little pad thai and just drinking some of my Powerade that I didn't finish off today, and having this enjoyable view. How about that? Well, I think that's going to do it for day one here on the Colorado Trail. Only hiked in about 6 miles, so not much to really report on. It was a beautiful 6 miles. It was great to be back at the Molas Pass. I keep wanting to say Molas, but there's not 2 S's on the end. Molas Pass is a beautiful area, and then you have the little Molas Lake, which was cool, and then you walk over the ridge. But yeah, not much going on today. I was at camp around 12:30, 1 o'clock. I got to play with my drone a little bit, which was awesome, and kind of do some time lapse at the campsite, which is always fun. But yeah, I've had my dinner, um, packed away all of the scented items, so we're pretty good to go, and camp is ready. I think I'm just gonna roll into my hammock and watch one of the couple of shows that I've downloaded on my phone and get ready to go for the next morning. See you then. Morning, folks. We are back on the trail, day 2 of my Colorado Trail backpacking trip. It is a brisk 42 degrees this morning with the wind blowing. It is making it definitely a bit chillier. So I am on the move to help stay warm a little bit. But for today, a little bigger than yesterday. Yesterday we only hiked in 6 miles. Today we will be hiking in around 9 miles to Cascade Creek. We'll remain in segment 25. We won't leave that until tomorrow. But today will be kind of an up and down day in terms of elevation. We do have 1,000-foot climb, but that's over the course of like 5 or 6 miles, so that shouldn't be much of an issue. But today should be a fairly cruisy day again. Probably will get in camp soon after lunchtime. But it's a beautiful day. Blue skies are out. Clouds have been rolling through. Looks like they're rolling out. And looks like it's going to be a wonderful day. So let's go get after it. Well, welcome back to the Colorado Trail, my first pass, and it's kicking my butt a little bit. It's the first pass of my trip, but at 12,000 feet, this wind is blowing. There's no switchbacks. The Colorado Trail says, "Welcome back, Crimson Blaze." Well, that was a good wake-up call. You know, as I was coming into these last few segments, Nancy kept telling me, don't take it easy, don't take it easy, don't take it too light, don't take it for granted. And sure enough, what did I say this morning? Oh, I've got some cruisy miles ahead. I'm only hiking 9 miles, and I do go up 1,000 feet, but you know, it's over the course of about 5 miles. Well, I was reintroduced to the Colorado Trail and reminded that there are still mountain passes to climb. There's still high winds that you have to deal with and cold temps. You know, I was fine coming out of camp and I was in that forest. I was protected by the wind. But then as soon as I got out of tree line, man, I got so cold and the wind was blowing probably 30 miles an hour. And it just got worse as I got to the top. Because when I got to the top, you know, I was on the leeward side of the mountain. Then I got to the windward side of the mountain, and man, it felt like 50-mile-an-hour gusts up there. So I'm down in tree line right now and looking to have just a little break. It's lunchtime, about 11 o'clock. And so I'm going to rest here for a little bit. I only have a couple miles. I've already hiked 7, so I only have about 2 more miles. But I figured I'd have some lunch here and then head on to camp here in probably the next hour or so. Got a porcupine on the trail. I seen one of these in the Collegiate Peak Wilderness, and he walked like right underneath my hammock. I think he hears me. He's starting to shuffle off. There he is right there. Hey, big boy. I believe this is Cascade Creek. See if I can find me a camp spot around here somewhere. We are set up for camp night 2, and just thought I would give you a little overview of kind of what hammock I'm bringing. So this is a little different. So this is the Dutch Banyan Bridge hammock, and you'll see it has spreader bars on both ends, which gives you a completely flat lay. And I decided to bring this because it is the most comfortable. I get the best sleep out of this hammock. It just weighs a pound more than everything else. But it is an extremely comfortable hammock, and I love it. So I got the Dutch Banyan Bridge hammock. And so for this, what I really like is for my sleep system, is I use for the pad, I use a pad instead of an underquilt. This is the Nemo Tensor insulated, and it fits perfectly with my quilt here. It's the what is it? Yeah, the Zen Bivy, which I love because it has like this sheet that's attached to the actual pad, so it keeps that in place. It has this little pillow barn here so I can keep my head warm and my pillow stays in there, doesn't move around. And it has these little locks here that actually tie into the quilt. And so you can cinch it up as much as you want, or you can open it up like a flat quilt as much as you want. And I love it. It's really, really comfortable. It's a 20-degree Zen Bivy quilt. And that is what I am using for this trip. Like I said, it is a bit heavier, but I get much better sleep in it. And so I figure with some of the bigger miles that I'm going to be conquering on the last part of this trail, it's always good to feel well rested. Now let me show you why I love this campsite. You might be able to hear it, and you can see it out there. So that is Cascade Creek waterfall, and it is beautiful. So the site I have here is just a few steps away, and this amazing view of this waterfall and canyon. So I think this is going to be a good dinner spot for tonight. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's probably around 6 o'clock. Fixing dinner here. Some chicken fettuccine Alfredo, one of my favorites on the trail. And it's just turned out to be beautiful. Still a few clouds, but blue skies. Doesn't look like there's any rain in the forecast, so that's good news. But yeah, I'm just sitting here by the waterfall. Another excellent dining spot. Another excellent camping spot. So I'm 2 for 2 so far. So hopefully that trend will continue for the rest of the trip. But that's probably it for the day. I'm going to finish up my dinner, pack up my scented things, and then hit the hammock. Morning, folks. It is day 3, and we are back on the trail. Today we will be finishing up segment 25. We have about 6.1 miles, and we do have a bit of a climb to get out over one of the passes, forget the name of it. And then we have about another 8.5 miles into segment 26. So today is going to be a 14.5 mile day. So this will be more of my standard type of hiking for the rest of the trip. So let's get the work going. See you on the trail. What a great night last night. Wonderful, wonderful camp spot over here by Cascade Creek Falls. I found a little spot. I'm heading down off the trail, and just a beautiful, beautiful view of the waterfalls. So it was great. Did get a little cold last night. I didn't get cold. I was actually pretty warm. But it got down to 36, it said this morning. So I'm definitely bundled up for the day. And just looking forward to the sun coming and shining into this canyon. Warming up a little bit. But yeah, I'm looking forward to today. Supposed to be some more beautiful there's supposed to be some more beautiful sights. So let's go see them. Morning, just checking in on the trail today. I am about 3 miles into my hike, and I've gained about 600 feet in elevation. And it's been a beautiful morning, much different than the first 2 days. Hardly any wind, no big billowing clouds flowing through the sky, beautiful sunshine. It is a bit cooler, but it's been a beautiful, beautiful hike. And primarily, it's in the woods. It is 600 feet up, but it's kind of a slight, gradual incline all the way up to this point. It flattens out at in a couple spots, but for the most part, you're hiking in the woods when you leave Cascade Creek Falls. It's just that gradual incline, hiking in the woods with some big views from time to time, opening up on the trail. But we're almost done with segment 25. Got about 3 more miles to go, and then we'll be starting segment 26. Tell you, as I'm finishing up segment 25, I have been very impressed. I guess for some reason I just was thinking that it wasn't going to be, that special of a segment. I just came off of segment 21 through 24 last year, and those are probably my favorite segments of the entire trail. Like jaw-dropping, beautiful. So I guess I just thought, oh well, the rest of these segments will just be kind of, ordinary coming into Durango. Let me tell you, 25 anyway has not been ordinary. It has been beautiful. A couple of good passes that we've hiked over, some scenic big views, waterfalls, beautiful lush forest. Yeah, I couldn't have asked for anything more. Segment 25 is definitely at the top of my list. Here we are, Celebration Lake. Celebration Lake marks the end of segment 25 and the beginning of segment 26. This looks like it might be a good place for lunch. Well, that's going to do it for segment 25. Again, another beautiful segment on the Colorado Trail. Probably, one of my favorites here. I've really enjoyed it. But now it's on to segment 26.